DeFi degens, we are back after 24 hours in PI Stake, one of those very, very high risk staking platforms. These things don't last long, so you got to get in, got to get out. This is my 24-hour report of staking $1,000 for $128 in profit, and my time has finished. My 24 hours is up, and I'm going to report back on my withdrawals. Have I made my $128 profit? We're going to find out. Don't forget, guys, this is the highest risk play. Even on these high risk plays, you can make money, but you have to be very, very careful and don't get greedy. You have 1, 2, at the very max, 3 days of playing in these protocols. Anything after 3 days, and I consider that to be getting greedy. So make sure you don't spend any more than 3 days. Not financial advice. Now, if you're just looking for something a bit more safer, like I normally document on my channel, the usual DeFi plays that I report on, this is not one of them. So this is super high risk. If you're only interested in the more stable plays, then I suggest sit this one out, close this video, and wait for my next update on some of my more stable plays. Anyway, I'm going to report back on my 24 hours stake in this protocol, and let's get into the details. Okay, DeFi degens, it's been 24 hours since I staked $1,000, making a gamble of 24 hours for about 12.8% in returns. Yep, 12.8%. So you'd get 112.8% in return, but you don't get your principal back. So essentially it's 12.8% in 24 hours. So I risked $1,000. And how did I go? I'm going to log back in right now and check how things went. Now, if you missed my introduction video before this video, make sure you click the link card above to check out my intro video on this particular protocol before you get involved. And now, if you do wish to get involved, it's best to watch that one first. So what I did throughout the 24 hours, just to be safe, is I periodically withdrew some funds just to make sure things were working okay and things were still running smoothly. Now, we know how these protocols work. These high risk protocols, they're not going to last very long. At the most, maybe 2 weeks. So like I said earlier in the intro, personally, I don't play any more than 3 days in these. There's still money to be made in the short term. 2 to 3 days is certainly okay to make about 30%, 40% return on your investment. But anything after 3 days, that's getting greedy, guys. So let's not get greedy. Let's get in, get out, get our ROI, make some profit, and then maybe play on those profits for a couple of more days. Up to you, but that's not financial advice. This is super high risk in the not too distant future. So make sure you be careful if you are playing with this protocol. And if you're looking for something a bit more stable, wait for my next update on my usual protocols that I usually document on my channel. So make sure you tune in for those. So let's have a look on the dashboard. I deposited $1,000. I've withdrawn 1,034 already. Like I said, I did periodic withdrawals during the day. Total passive earnings is $1,128. So I've made $128 in 24 hours. Just got one more withdrawal to make, and that is my earnings, which is about $94. That is remaining for my earnings from my $1,000 deposit. I do have $2 odd of referrals, but that's nothing and I can't withdraw that. I'm just going to request these last 2 hours of earnings to withdraw. Just hit request. Make sure you have everything that's correct selected. Tether BEP20. This is my address for BEP20 USDT, $94. No fee. Okay, thank you and confirm. So let's make sure that goes through okay. So when you do click on your withdrawal, it's easy to check on the history. So make sure you click on your history and check there. And you can see here that went through instantly. Now, I did have one issue with a withdrawal that did take some time. System must have got backed up or something like that. As far as I know, occasionally withdrawals get hung up in the system for some reason. They clear the withdrawals manually if they get hung up. After my one issue that I had earlier today, with one withdrawal getting hung up, everything else has worked pretty smoothly. And that's my last withdrawal, which has come through. And that's my last withdrawal for the 24-hour period. The last 2 hours of interest, $94. So that has worked perfectly. I've literally gambled on this protocol for 1 day, 24 hours. Will that be enough for me? We'll see. I may go in for another day, another 24 hours, I may just use my profits that I've earned, my $128 in profits, and start earning from those profits over the next 2 days, or I may call it a day. But as you can see on the dashboard, it's only been running for 6 days, 528,000 deposited, 191,000 withdrawn. So potentially, if this is accurate, potentially there is a few more days left in this protocol yet. We'll see. Now, like I said, guys, it is possible to make money on these degen plays, but you have to be very, very strict with yourself. You cannot be greedy. You have to get in and you have to get your ROI, and then you have to get out. Make sure you don't overstretch yourself. Make sure you don't take too much time in these protocols. Get in, get out, and you'll be happy and you'll make your ROI and even make some profits like I have done in the last 24 hours. I think if I was staking a little bit less than $1,000, I might spend the 3 days in this protocol. But for me, I think $1,000 over 24 hours is enough. Again, DeFi degens, not financial advice. I hope you had the same amount of luck that I did over the last 24 hours. Okay, DeFi family, I'll talk to you in the next one. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll talk to you soon. Cheers. Bye.